Alright, next side story, we're still gonna focus on Jessica, but this time with a friend of hers, it seems. I wonder if this has something to do with canon, hopefully. And, well, let's see. Is calling these two again really a good idea? Well, they are surely quite something, but, they are lovely, nonetheless. They are quite lovely. Oh. Okay, I'm trying to use like the controls for this. What is this? Message browser? What is this? Start reading from the select. No, I assume that is like the backlog or something like that. I wanna see. No, it's not that. That's not either. Okay, I think this is it. Like, I'm trying to use like the button right over here before I use the mouse. Again. Jessica had once again used Kenzo's grimoire to summon those two demons. Like, are they the only demons of love that you can call? Like, their phone number is like the only phone number that you can see on the grimoire? A girl. Okay, like, I was questioning that on the back of my mind, cause you think love charm, you think, oh, it must be about canon. But it said friend. I don't know. Is it about Shannon? Is it about Yasu? Oh, oh my. Saku. Is that girl that we've seen before in the last side story. Asking those two suspicious demons for help again really wasn't a great idea, was it? What is the deal with this Saku girl? Has she been mentioned before? Like, the only times that I can think of would be like in episode 2 when Jessica did her concert. And, you know, she was fighting with some of her friends because of canon. Jessica could only scratch her head, but the two demons were already invested in this. Alright then, Jessica prepared herself and decided to ask the demons for advice. A few days ago at her school in Nijima, Jessica had quarreled with her friend Saku over something trivial. It was only a tiny difference in opinion. A truly meaningless fight. If both sides had only apologized, then everything could have been laughed off. But the chance to apologize had passed, and the awkward atmosphere between the two had already lasted a week. Yeah, I mean, never late to apologize, I'd say. Jessica and Saku both believed they'd done no wrong. and thus neither one apologized. Both of them thought they would forgive each other if the other one apologized. Of course, that wasn't going to work out anytime soon. Just as she was agonizing over whether there was a chance to make up, she remembered the creepy grimoire Kinzo kept in the library. If I asked these two weird demons summoned by the grimoire, I have no way of knowing whether their magic would do me any good. It might end up being a repeat of Mother's Day. Okay, so yeah, you know, there is a chronological order to some of the side stories, as I was being told. I guess luckily I chose these side stories well, because it is obvious that Mother's Day should be done before this. And it was in a order in the menu, so I guess I was lucky in that aspect.
恋の大戦略の第一歩は繊細にして大胆に策と仲直りできた上に君の恋を大応援してくれる頼もしい味方になるように究極の仲直り魔法を伝授するよ。
Getting more and more into it, the demons took a variety of suspicious, potentially cursed props out of their magic pockets and arranged them in a row in front of her. Choose your weapon! What is that stuff? Grand strategies? Oh, but you are gonna need a grand friend like me.
だって僕たちは72柱の大悪魔。呼ばれてただお友達と仲直りってだけじゃつまらないもの。やっぱ悪魔に頼ろうとした私がバカだったぜ。この召喚なしなし。二人ともお疲れさん。私が自分で解決するから。もう。そういうわけにはいかないよ。このゼパルとフルフルが呼び出されて願いも叶えられずに追い返されたでは済まされないわ。僕たちを呼び出した以上絶対に願いを叶えなくちゃ。気持ちは嬉しいけどな、余計話がおかしくなっちゃいそうだし。どうやら我らが召喚師は本当にささやかな魔法がお望みのようだ。初めからそのつもりだぜ。とにかくささやかでいいんだ。なんなら魔法のおまじないを教えてくれるだけでもいいから。私たちの強すぎる魔力ではささやかとはならないわ。なら僕たちは教えるだけにしてあげよう。おまじないの魔導書を貸してあげるとかどうかな。おまじないの魔導書？魔法初心者向けの簡単な魔法がいろいろ載ってる素敵な魔導書さ。
Yeah, I guess so. I do also have my wee little book of witchcraft. Let me see if there's anything good for you here, Jessica. Something that has to do with reconciling with a friend. Let's see. Okay, well, so far I haven't found anything that is 100% perfect for this situation, but like at least right now. But I found this one, the Jade Stone. This lush green stone symbolizes longevity and strength. It's used in spells for the attainment of knowledge, specific information to resolve a difficult situation or conflict. So, you are in a conflict, you are in a difficult situation, so maybe this can help you for right now. There is one stone right over here that is perfect for when you had your headaches, and for when Natsu has headaches in general. The Lapis Lazuli, or Lazuli. I was never 100% confident in how to say that. This deep blue stone pertains to wisdom, intellect, and the healing of headaches and sore throats. Yeah, headaches. It also has clairvoyant properties. Lapis jewelry is frequently worn by witches to help them harness their psychic abilities. So, yeah, you can use this for the headaches. You can give this to your mom, to your lovely, lovely mom. Alright, let's continue.
ささやかな効果だけれど、その代わり簡単に誰でも使えるの。
それには友達との仲直りの魔法も載ってる？もちろん。他にも友達の足の小指をタンスにぶつける魔法とか、友達が居眠りをした時先生に必ず怒られる魔法とか。仲直りの魔法だけで結構です。
友達との仲直りの魔法はこのページだわ。
あ、確かにこれなら私にもできそう。本当に少女雑誌に載ってそうなおまじないって感じだぜ。当然だよ。だって少女雑誌のおまじないは僕たち悪魔の魔導書をパクって書いてあるんだからね。そうなのか、知らなかった。雑誌のおまじないもバカにできないんだな。今度から真面目に読んでみよう。でも魔法の心得なんかない私にもおまじないって使えるのかな？
問題ないわ。魔法は信じることが大切だから。
信じる力には魔力が宿る。この魔導書、魔法の世界へ第一歩を踏み出す初心者への真面目にやれば誰でも効果が出るよ。わかったよ。試してみるよ。ありがとう。
じゃあね。
見事仲直りができることを祈っているよ。
The demons disappeared, leaving the grimoire in Jessica's hands. It's worth a shot, though I should be careful.
友達と仲直りができる魔法。なになに？靴下を。
Socks?
なんだこりゃ。
Magic to reconcile with a friend. Imagine a person you want to reconcile with. Then wear your socks inside out. Then secretly give that person a piece of candy you often eat. Nobody must find out about this. This should be a secret between you two. In this way, the magic's power will attract the two people to each other again, repairing their friendship that was growing distant.
やりゃできるが、なんだこりゃ。
It does seem at first glance. Putting your socks inside out? I mean, sweets do attract people. Not gonna lie. Oh wait, I mustn't doubt the power of spells. They don't work if you don't believe they will. Just now the demons told me that the power of my belief will turn into magic.
これでサクと仲直りできるなら楽なもんだぜ。明日、早速試してみるか。
Alright. Next day. School.
サク、ちょっといいかな。何？
She had to give her the candy in secret, without anyone else finding out. She called Saku to the corner of the hallway, and made sure nobody can see them.
何これ？
ああ、飴だよ。あげるよ。まあ、深く考えないで取っといて。
そう？ありがとう。
As it was required, she was wearing her socks inside out, and security gave a piece of candy. Now the spell had to work.
そうだジェシ。この前はごめんね。ちょっと言い過ぎたよ。サク、
そんなことないぜ。私こそ喧嘩腰になっちゃってごめん。
That was fast. Saku suggested to make up all by herself. The rest was easy. They both wanted to make up, so their friendship returned to normal very quickly. Yay!
キャンディーもありがとう。これ美味しそうだね。うん。たくさん持ってきたから分けっこしようぜ。やったね。あれ？よく見たらジェシー靴下裏返しじゃない？
Nah, no need to question it.
あははは慌てて出てきたから気がつかなかったぜ。やったジェシーったら。
And that was that. The Demon's Grimoire did turn out to be useful. There were also a lot of other spells in it. Who knows what they do? I should check them out. Alright. Nothing suspicious yet.
へえ、いろんな魔法が載ってるんだな。
That night, Jessica was sprawled on a bed, flipping through the pages of the grimoire, finding a number of spells that interested her. And then, on a certain page, Jessica's finger stopped.
好きな人の夢を見る魔法?
Any girl would be interested in a spell like that. Oh, there you go. It begins. And Jessica was indeed a girl. Therefore, she was interested. How wonderful would it be if you could control your own dreams? Yeah, one of those lucid dreams that I've heard of before, which I don't think I ever had one. And if you can dream with the person you love, that's especially amazing.
こんな簡単なおまじないで夢にカノン君が出てくるのか。まあいいや。騙されたと思ってやってみるかな。何
Take some rose petals and wrap them in a handkerchief you often use. Let it absorb some moonlight and then put it under your pillow.
あとはこれを枕の下に入れてカノン君のことを思いながらベッドに入るのか。
At a glance, this looks ridiculous. But thanks to the previous spell, I was able to make up with Saku. If that wasn't a coincidence, but rather the power of the spell, this time will definitely work too. Alright, Kanon. I'll be waiting for you in my dreams. My sweet white knight prince. She said with determination, then turned off her lights and went to sleep. So, did Kanon show up in Jessica's dream? Did he? Tweet, tweet. Jessica woke up to chirping sparrows. Jessica hugged her pillow in a daze, momentarily unable to distinguish dreams and reality. Jessica blushed and buried her face in the blankets. That's just how amazing her dream was. Oh man, I didn't get to see it. Well, you know, there is a limit to how much I can see from under Jessica's bed. I remember doing that like a lot in like the first days. She and Kanon had shared tea that Shano prepared and cookies that Kumasawa baked, and chatted about music they liked, as well as about life at school. Like at first it was really rough, sleeping on the wood, like under the bed, but now I had my own blankets and such, so that's good. Even though it was just a dream, Jessica talked to Kanon, and he smiled, showing interest in everything she talked about. It was just a dream, but he made her extremely happy. Head still buried under the blanket, Jessica recalled that happy dream and smiled bashfully.
それにしてもあの魔導書の力はすげえぜ。
当たり前じゃないか。僕たちが渡した魔導書だもの。
恋する心には魔力が宿る。
You know, it's not unrealistic what is happening here if we are to think of the main story, cause, you know, Jessica is good friends with Shannon. Shannon would talk to Jessica about magical stuff and such. And, you know, the stereotype that they talked about how girls would be interested in magic. And I'm talking about teenage girls specifically, with the fortune telling, with the tarot cards and that sort of stuff. So yeah, Jessica would be interested in this sort of stuff if it's about boyfriends and such. So yeah. Are we actually gonna get like a magical witch Jessica, maybe? Witch of love. She thought she was talking to herself, but she suddenly noticed Zip on food for being there. What do you mean no rich to reconcile with a friend is fake? Okay, you know what? This is something that I've been thinking a bit throughout Umineko. So, the thing about Umineko is that it is focused on family and love. Like, it is very important when it comes to family love. Obviously, I have many examples with Balor's family, with Maria's family, the others. And you also have love in a romantic sense with Shannon and George, Jessica and Kanon, Balor and Bato. Not so much about friendship though, like what the hell. There isn't really that much when it comes to friendships and such. Like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but I mean, you know, I guess you can say that the Stakes are friends with one another, the Cheaters are friends, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's never really focused on the friendship part of that, which, you know, looking back, I guess it makes sense. It was about the family and the love and all that. Like, I do want to say that if we were to have like a story about friendship and not in a romantic sense and all that, which you can have it in a romantic sense as well if you so choose to, and in a way I think of it as well in a loving way as well, but also in a more friendship aspect a little bit over here. When it comes to Ariakey and Dylan, or that is. But I think that's gonna be for a completely different day. But yeah, it's just me. Is it just me who is thinking that Umineko lacks talks of friendship and right over here? It's a weird thing. Marriage. It seemed the demons had long foreseen this development.
もうしばらくその魔導書を君に預けるよ。
私たちも魔導書も恋する女の子に使ってもらえればその分だけ魔力が増すんだもの。
今度はジェシカちゃんの大好きな人に素敵な夢を見てもらえるといいね。
As expected, they saw through me completely. Jessica found the last spell she was interested in. It was... Alright.
あったぜ。これだ。相手に自分の夢を見せるおまじない。
Yes, this spell was the complete opposite of the one from last night. Instead of someone appearing in your dreams, you appear in theirs.
いくら僕年人のカノン君でも私の夢を見ちゃったりしたら意識しないわけにはいかないよね。ひょっとしてこれは恋って。
The bottom fluffer would be very satisfied with this idea. Let's start right away! Spell to make someone dream of you.
何々
Put 3 drops of water on your face, chant the spell, then jump on the spot 3 times. 3 drops of water, chant the spell, jump on the spot 3 times. Then the person will dream of you. Even if you never bring it up, they will definitely remember their dream.
意外に簡単そうだぜ。これでカノン君は私の夢を。
Jessica laughed clumsily. This must work. I'll talk to him tomorrow. You know, this makes me think, like, if we're talking, with a different spin, with a different perspective to this, maybe Shannon is the one who is offering Jessica this grimoire and are talking about these spells. And so Jessica is talking about doing this particular spell with Kanon. So Kanon himself would know beforehand what is going on right over here, that's for sure. Also, this place. You know, I've heard of how people have found like interesting stuff on rereads of Umineko. And, well, so have I. I remember this particular place with Jessica, and I assume that he's saying good morning to Kanon. Yeah, Kanon. I remember in episode 2 when both of them talked to each other during the night. And like it was after the concert, it was at night. They had their little fight. But before that, Jessica was telling Kanon, hey, wouldn't it be nice if you had a you that is separate from you, Kanon? Something along the lines of that. And at the time, I didn't think of it that way, but knowing what is happening in the future and the thoughts that I created, wow. Jessica may have been on the point, and she didn't even realize it about Kanon. So, also, like, I do say without realizing it, but it kind of makes me question if maybe at some point Jessica knew what was happening. That is a bit more difficult to say, to be honest. If she ever knew or if she didn't. I mean, there is that thought, which I still have yet to think about it. Like, there is that thought that eventually Natsuhi knows what is going on and just decides to let Yasu do whatever. Like, she would know that Shannon and Kanon are the same person, but she just lets Yasu do whatever they want. Cause again, there are like the many questions that you would have about a person who lives like multiple lives on an island for many years. Like, you know, the question of how you don't see these two people in the same room at the same time. So, who knows, maybe Natsu would know at some point. Kanon lived here for like, well, not lived, but worked here for like 3 years. So, I don't know.
それよりさ、カノン君、ゆうべはどんな夢を見たのかな?
This is Kanon, so he might not answer honestly. But... oh. If he blushes, turns to the side, and says, nothing in particular, I'll be really happy with just that.
僕は夢は特に見ませんので。
え？見ない？
I mean... you just don't know with Kanon at times. He has a hard time sometimes showing what he feels. He never wears his emotions on his sleeve.
そんなことはないよ。きっと何か見たはずだよ。ほら、思い出して思い出して。
強いて言えば灰色でしょうか。
Oh boy.
テレビの砂嵐のような光景です。そんな夢しか見ませんが、何か。
あれ？おかしいな。
I followed the spell's instructions to the letter, so why? Why did every other spell work except this one? I just got despair that such an amazing spell failed.
どうかなさいましたか、お嬢様。
いや、なんでもないぜ。
Was it because I didn't believe strongly enough? No way. My heart is filled with nothing but Kanon. They said belief transforms into magic power. But if this spell didn't work, what good is the magic of love? What a disappointment. I'm going to give those demons a piece of my mind.
やあ、ジェシカ。どうだい？カノン君の夢にはお邪魔できたかい？
あなたの恋の力はとても強いもの。きっと素敵な夢をカノン君に届けることができたはずよ。ところがよ、そうはいかなかったみてえなんだよ。この魔導書、欠陥品じゃねえの？うぜえぜ、ブーブー。
The two demons were positively shocked. Seeing this reaction made Jessica even sadder.
ああ、そうだよ。カノン君は私のことなんか夢に見ないし、テレビの砂嵐みたいなのしか見なかったって言ってたぜ。
そんなことがあるだろうか？
あるわけないわ。おまじないの手順を間違えたとしか思えないもの。間違えるわけねえだろ。しっかりここに書いてあるイラストの手順通りにおまじないをしたぜ。額に水を3滴つけて呪文を唱えたらその場で3回ジャンプする。で、呪文はここでイラストの魔女が唱えてるやつだろ。うろしとうろしとって。
ロシトロシト。
トシロって誰？
トシロ？
ああ？唐突になんだよ。私が聞きたいぜ。
What, did you read the spell wrong there, Jessica?
トシロって誰だ？
Oh wait, it's backwards.
どこかで聞いたことがあるような。
Toshiro? Have I heard that name before myself?
あ
ジェシカ、君はあまり説明書とかをちゃんと読まない性分のようだね。
私は字とか読むの得意じゃねえからな。何？私なんか間違えた？あのね、このイラストの魔女が唱えてる呪文は
ここにちゃんと書いてあるよ。好きな人の名前を逆さに唱えましょうって。
好きな人の名前を逆さに？うろしとうろしとって唱えるんじゃないの？
Wait, you're saying that the grimoire offered like an example of a name? That's kind of weird.
だからうろしとは好きな人が敏郎さんの場合の一例だってば。
Well, how was she supposed to know? You were supposed to write and then say the name of the person that you love backwards. Don't offer us like an example of that. What are we supposed to know about Toshiro?
ジェシカの場合はのかかな。
No.
ちょっと発音しにくいけれどね。
Wait, what? Wouldn't it be Nonak? Nonak?
そうだったのか。
Unless it's a Japanese type. So, I don't know.
騙された。
Okay, well, just do it again then.
騙してない騙してない。
Jessica was very disappointed. The two demons told her she could just try again, but Jessica just shook her head. She decided not to rely on spells and evade Kano's dreams using her own powers.
夢がきっかけで私を好きになってくれるより、私を好きになってくれて夢に見てくれることの方が嬉しいもんな。恋にインチキなしだぜ。頑張る。
さらりと僕たちの存在意義を否定してくれたけど。
素敵な意気込みだわ。応援してるわね、ジェシカ。
Alright, well, I guess so. I guess that is the end of our adventures with the grimoire. Toshiro. Sounds very familiar. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Wasn't the... Okay, I have to check this. Like, I am very ashamed of this. Oh my god, it's Goda! Toshiro Goda. I knew that name sounded so familiar. Oh my god. I guess so. How old is Goda? Uh-oh. Go, Jessica. Conquer Kano's heart and evade his dreams. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Goda Toshiro was extremely confused.
昨夜の夢は一体何だったのでしょうか。
In that dream, I was flirting with my lady. We went on a vacation to a southern island and did a lot of romantic things. Ew. Jesus Christ. This family truly is fucked. And Umineko truly is a weird story. I mean, we had that whole ordeal with Better being a game master and writing all these weird scenarios with his aunts and such. And now we have this. One of the older servants being romantically with the daughter of Nazi. Goda-san, do you mind if I call you Toshiro? Yes, I do mind, my lady. I am a servant. This kind of relationship is far too informal for me, and, her breasts are like exquisite cantaloupes. Goda was still single. He was in love with the kitchen. Suffering from the thoughts of forbidden love between master and servant, he worked harder than usual that day. He served a cantaloupe as a goddamn dessert that night, and Jessica quite enjoyed it. But she had no idea it was related to the spell in any way.